For you to go into production and manufacturing, you need machines, different types of machines, depending on what you want to start producing or manufacturing. And the best thing is that there are different cheap and affordable machines. These machines, you can import them at a very cheap price. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you all 5 affordable production machines that you can import from China, and start producing things that you will be selling in your own country. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Lisa. I'm an importation coach. I teach business owners how to start importing from China, and I talk about business and business ideas. So if this sounds like what you're really interested in, join the family and subscribe to this channel. It doesn't matter the country that you're in, but one of the best businesses that you can go into is production and manufacturing business, because this is a very profitable business, and producing and or manufacturing something will make you a direct supplier, and wholesalers and even end users has the potential of buying the products you are manufacturing or producing in your country. Production and manufacturing business has the potential of growing. It's futuristic. I'm going to also share with you all these machines with pictures, where and how you can import them at affordable prices, how you can ship it from China to Nigeria, and also how you can profitably start making use of it and start making your own money as a producer or a manufacturer in your own country. It is very, very okay that at some point you start thinking of producing and manufacturing something, right? Instead of always importing already produced or manufactured things. The first machine in my list is egg tray making machine. Trust me, not just in Nigeria but other countries, egg is an everyday essential. People that sells eggs in wholesale will keep making sales, okay, like poultry farmers and other egg resellers, and these people will always need, you know egg trays, right? And these days a lot of poultry farmers, a lot of egg sellers are switching to this normal paper egg crate, egg tray, okay, instead of the usual rubber egg tray. Okay, so this egg tray making machine is very, very affordable. In China you can import it for as low as $500 to $1,000, depending on how sophisticated the machine is. Take a look at the picture of the machine I'm talking about. Take a look at what it can manufacture here. Egg tray. Okay, if you buy this machine, if you save up and buy this machine and you start producing egg tray, my dear, you will never run out of business, because your audience is already there. People that has poultry, people that sells eggs. Someone like me, I prefer, if I go to buy egg, I buy with the crate, right? And I know other people prefer it like that. So those that sells eggs in wholesale are switching to selling this egg paper type egg tray. Okay, so they can, because they easily charge customers for the trays. If you want to buy together with the tray, you pay additional money, and it's very cheap. And like, for example, in Nigeria, if you buy this machine and you start manufacturing this egg tray, okay, now that will not come for you. Like, there are a lot of agencies that will not come for you because it is not consumable. It is not consumable. So you will make so much profit. So irrespective of any country that you're in, this machine, when you buy it, my dear, you will make so much money producing egg trays. Don't get me wrong, don't think that there won't be profit or people will not buy. People will buy, and I am serious about it. The next machine is spice grinding and packing machine. This machine is a game changer irrespective of any country that you're in. All right, most especially if you're interested in going into food business, okay, then you can buy this machine. This machine is very, very affordable, right? And what you can use it to produce solves real problem. Like, it is something that people will always need, people will always consume. I mean, who doesn't cook food with spices? Now, let alone when you start manufacturing and packaging original natural spices. This machine can grind and package pepper, turmeric, ginger, garlic, name it. Whatever spice, this machine can grind and package it perfectly. And this machine, with as low as $2,000, you can import this machine direct from China. Okay, and you start going into production straight up. Okay, all you have to do is get a packaging material that you will be packaging these items with, and you're good to go. Right, take a look at the picture of this machine. This machine doesn't need a big warehouse. Another thing with this machine I'm going to be listing with you is that it doesn't need a big warehouse for you to keep them and start producing and start production. No, with just a small space in your house, you're already a producer, a manufacturer in your country, and you start growing from there. Okay, all you just need is a little packaging, and you're good to go. With the right marketing, you reach your audience. When you go into this, grinding spices, your audience will be those that are already into food business. You grind, you package. With your right packaging, you can even target supermarkets, food stalls, to partner with, to help you sell your items for a commission. My dear, if if your product is very, very good, people will always come. You always be in demand. The product will always be needed. Okay. So if you want to go into food business, production, becoming the real wholesaler, manufacturer, think about it, ask questions. Entrepreneurs that are into manufacturing are the real money making entrepreneurs, irrespective of any country that they are in. So if you really have that entrepreneurial spirit, you can you should go into, you can try manufacturing, production and manufacturing things, okay, and start the business. Become your own supplier in your own country with this machine. And don't always think about importing other people's already manufactured products. Start thinking towards being a supplier, being a manufacturer in your own country. The next one is plastic bottle blowing machine. Okay, for example, in Nigeria, people that need plastic bottles for different purposes are many. Okay, ranging from pure water manufacturing, bottled water manufacturing companies, to people that sells, you know, fruits like fruit juices, zobo drinks, people that are into cosmetics that make their own cosmetic products. They will always need plastic bottles. When you buy this machine, you choose your target audience, or you can decide to go general. You can decide to target, in fact, almost everybody. You can manufacture plastic bottles for people that are into cosmetics, this type of plastic bottles, those are into organic cosmetics, people that sell peanuts, people that sell bottled things, zobo drinks, fruit juices, this type of bottles. You can choose to target people that are into bottled water companies. You can target a whole lot of things, a whole lot of people with this bottle blowing machines. Okay, and I know that not just in Nigeria, people that need these plastic bottles for different purposes are many, even households, people that like making their own fruit juices, this type of things, right? They always have their own, they always want to buy this type of bottles. So this thing doesn't expire, bottles, and it doesn't have an agency that regulates it. So my dear, with as low as $1,500 to $2,000, you can import this machine from China and start your production and manufacturing business. You start making money right at your house or in your small manufacturing space. All right, this machine is also a game changer that you should think of if you want to go into production and manufacturing business in your country. All right, the next machine is 3D wallpaper printing machine. For example, in Nigeria right now, a lot of people are used to importing these different wallpapers, something like this from China. But what if I tell you that you can actually be a producer, a manufacturer of these 3D wallpaper machines, 3D wallpaper, something like this? My dear, almost everybody, almost everybody, people that are using these 3D wallpapers in their houses, in their homes, in their kitchens, for interior decorations are becoming much. Okay, interior, so those that are into interior designs, real estate companies, even different homeowners always make use of these 3D wallpapers. So interior designs are becoming popular all around the world. So if you're in Nigeria, for example, and you start producing this 3D wallpaper machine, 3D wallpapers by yourself, you can decide to cut it into different sizes. you know you will make so much money. Okay, you will start making money. You will be the manufacturer, you will be the supplier. A lot of wholesalers, a lot of people will be buying from you, And this machine is very, very cost effective. It is not expensive. It is not regulated. What you can use it to manufacture is not regulated by any agent, like by many agents, like, because it's not something you consume. So this machine is another game changer, another production machines that you can think of if you want to go into production and manufacturing business in your country. So let's move to the last one. This last one, a lot of people will look down on it, but trust me, this last one is even the cheapest. And let me not say the most profitable, but it is very, very profitable also. Popcorn caramel coating machine. Okay, popcorn machine and popcorn caramel coating machine. You know, there are different types of people that are into popcorn business. If you like popcorn like me, there are some popcorn that you will buy. It will be coated with butter, it will be coated with honey, it will be coated with even different colors. It depends, right? Something like this. Okay, but there are some popcorn that you buy to be very, very plain, and that popcorns that are coated are always sweeter and are more in demand. Okay, and they are even more expensive. For example, this popcorn, I buy it in my area for 6,000 naira, and there's this other one they sell for 1,000 naira, but they are not the same. And I'll always choose this type over and over again because the coating is very, very healthy and delicious. They use honey for the coating, sometimes milk. Okay, so if you buy this type of popcorn coating machines and you start making popcorn, you start coating it, my dear, your opportunities, your market is endless. You can target supermarkets, end users, you can even be your own seller. You start marketing and pushing your products out there in Nigeria. With the right marketing, you always sell out. And this machine is very, very affordable. In fact, it's even the cheapest of all the machines I've mentioned. That's why I decided to mention it the last. And it is something that is very, very easy to set up. All you have to do is start it and invest in packaging. Invest in packaging and you're good to go. Okay. So if you want to go into production and manufacturing business, think of these popcorn machines. Okay. With take a look at the picture here. This is a regular popcorn machine. This is the picture of what I'm talking about here. Okay. Now we are done talking about the machines, right? Let's talk about where you can import. How can you import these machines in China? Where can you buy them, right? And for someone who is an importation coach and who is also into importation of things from China to Nigeria, I have imported different big machines from China before, and I've not been to China, and I don't have anybody in China, but I was able to import at a very cheap price. So you can do the same with this machine. You can choose to buy by yourself. You can choose to use a procurement agent to buy, a procurement agent like me. You can choose to get a somebody in China to help you buy them and send to you, right? But there are different ways you can buy this machine in China and ship it to your country. The first way is by making use of these Chinese e-commerce apps that has lots of factories and manufacturers registered on them, waiting for people to come and buy their products, like 1688, like Alibaba. In fact, I highly recommend Alibaba for these machines I've mentioned. Okay, so you can search for these machines on 1688. If you don't know how to register on 1688, I've made numerous videos. I will leave a link in the description. How to register on 1688. Register 1688 is where the manufacturers' factories come and sell to people, direct users, to wholesalers, to companies. So you can search for these machines. For example, let me search for this particular machine I've mentioned. You can see different list of it. It brings it out. Okay. So you make payment using Alipay. Alipay is a payment app popular in China that you can use to pay your Chinese suppliers. You pay them using your Alipay directly on that one specific app. Then you buy. Then you ship. You get a shipping company in Nigeria or your country. You pay for those items. The Chinese people, they will take the machines to the warehouse agent, to the shipping agent warehouse that you want to use, and those shipping agents will ship these machines for you from China to Nigeria or from China to any country that you're in, and that is it. Very easy, very simple. You can also buy from Alibaba, pay using one Alipay. I've made a video on how personally I buy machines on Alibaba. You can use my method and buy. It's even the easiest. I'll also leave the link of this video in the description. Okay, you buy these machines and you start your business right away. Whether you're in UK, US, Canada, anywhere, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, any African country, anywhere in the world, you can buy these machines and start your production business. Simple as that. Okay, nobody is going to scam you. Nobody is going to really lose your money. And these people are business people. When you come to them genuinely for business, for machines, they will sell to you. You can even get a, a seller, a supplier that sells these machines on WeChat. If you have WeChat account, okay, I made a video on how you can get a Chinese manufacturer on WeChat. I will leave the link in the description. Watch it. Buy these machines, ship them from China to your country, and start your production. Simple as that. You start making money. Huh? Now let me talk a little bit about marketing this your products that you manufacture, you produce, right? One thing is about okay, brainstorming the type of machines you want to start importing. The next thing is importing them. The next one is going into production proper, and where the real magic happens, the real job is marketing this product, making sales. That's where the real thing is, and that's another angle you should focus. And let me be honest with you, when you start your production business, first thing is your packaging. Package whatever thing you would like to start manufacturing, because when it comes to manufacturing and production business, packaging wins the most. Once your packaging is good, then with the right marketing, your product will always be in demand. Ask anybody who is into production, they will tell you that the first is packaging, because people will always see the value of what they want to buy from the packaging. Individuals, you can package yourself, right? Make the first impression, make the best impression. So your packaging will make the first impression to your customers. So start with packaging, get the right packaging, let your packaging be top notch. Packaging doesn't cost if you want to go into production business. You start small and scale up. Then you invest in marketing, run ads, use influencers, connect, sell, and use social media, create content with your products, and you're good to go. Okay, I believe at this point I've opened your eyes to start thinking like a manufacturer, producer, a supplier in your state, in your country. Okay, and I also want you to take action in this, cue into this opportunity, and in the next 1 2 years you become a multi-millionaire in that your business if you are really really consistent and serious with it. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give this video a like. If you're new here, subscribe, leave a comment. Okay, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.